Okay, this is problem 8 on the trigonometry final review. It has to do with harmonic motion. If you want to know where in the book that talks about this, starts on page 176. And there's not a whole lot of the book devoted to this. It's a pretty quick subject, and you'll see why. I'm going to show you how to simply solve this problem. If you want to go deeper into this subject, you're welcome to. Start on page 176, and by the time you get to page 180, I think you're done with it. So there's not a whole lot in that book. But here's what you have. You have a situation where you've got a spring, a weight attached to the spring. You pull it down 8 inches, and then you let it go. And of course, it's going to, come down, bounce up. It's going to complete a cycle and return to where it rested in 3 seconds. So that's the parameters of the problem. And it basically says, hey, write an equation. Let's see, yeah. Find a simple harmonic motion equation that describes the motion of the mass. Well, it's simple enough to do, and I'm just going to show you how to do it. Since essentially you're starting at the bottom, right, and coming around, we're going to use cosine, because that's where it would be at time 0. So we're going to use the cosine equation. The 8, you're pulling it down, so it's a -8. Okay, we're going to use cosine because we pulled it down. Okay, and a complete period is normally 2 pi. This takes 3 seconds. We're simply going to divide that period by the seconds. That's all we're going to do, and multiply it times time. So this becomes 2 pi over 3 times time. That's the answer to that question. This is essentially your pull down. And then this is essentially your seconds. That's all you need to remember to solve that problem. This should be one of the quickest ones you do on the final. And as long as you can remember this form, you should be in good shape.